Hello, everybody. How are you all? I am here to offer any type of support to my fellow parents out there. Yes, my parents. I know that some of you all have a lot of questions. I know some of you all have a lot of concerns. You are extremely concerned on what to do with your children at home. I've had several people to call me and say, hey, I am not an educator. What do I do? I'm waiting on assignments. I can't do what you all do. I work in corporate America. I work in banking. I'm a nurse. How can I teach algebra? How can I teach writing? I'm a nurse. And my answer is yes, you can. You can do it. If you're a parent, you can do it. You really can. And I commend those parents who do not mind reaching out to teachers. I commend you. But honestly, we are all in this together. Yes, I've been teaching 20 years, but I promise you, we are in this together. And if I could do anything that can help at least one parent, I know my work has not been in vain. I would like to share an assignment that I've been doing for years. I teach English, but I also incorporate weekly current events. I make my students read the paper. I make them, okay? Because I think that, you need to know what's going on. And when I ask my students the first day of school, how many of y'all read the paper? I promise you, out of 30-something students, maybe about 10 raise their hand. How many of y'all watch the news? Maybe about 5 raise their hands. And I know, I'm like, really? So I think that that's an area that needs to be incorporated in all of our daily lives, is being abreast to what's going on. Well, right now, we are in a national crisis, okay? We are, and it's affecting so many people, especially our children. Our children are not in school right now. So, yes, parents, I know you are concerned. You are extremely concerned. You have a right to be concerned. So, it's my desire to share on social media some assignments that I know are beneficial, some assignments that I know are helpful. And one assignment in particular that I do is, like I said, is incorporating weekly current events. And this is something you all could do maybe this week with some of your students, some of your kids at home. Ask them to pull out their phones, pull out their laptops, Chromebooks or whatever, and pull out your phone and say, hey, I want you to find me a news article. But the subject must be about the coronavirus, okay? That needs to be the subject because that's what's happening right now. That's what they need to do. I want them to pull out their phones, locate an article. They can go to any website, any news site. It's there. CNN, AL.com, New York Times, okay? They can go to any news site and it is there, okay? Google News. Now, after they have located that news article, we're going to start with the basics, okay? And these are just basic identifying certain things, okay? They need to take out a sheet of paper or a notebook and first have them to write the title of the article, okay? After you do that, guess what? Hey, have them to tell you the source. If they say, what is the source? It's where they got it from, okay? Exactly, write the exact website. Tell me where they got it from. So they're identifying key things from that article. We start because our goal is to build, okay? We're going to build from bottom to the top, okay? After they have identified the source, then tell them to find the writer, okay? Who wrote that article? They need to identify those things in the very beginning before they actually start reading the article, okay? After they have identified the writer, then now it's time to read, okay? So we want them to read the article in its entirety. Read the article from beginning to the end, okay? Now, after they have read the article, notice I said let them read the article first, okay? After they have read the article, ask them the basic reading questions. Who? Who is it about? Okay? Then, let's look at our key facts. We learn about facts early on. Key facts. So after they've read that article, ask them to list at least 4 facts, 4 important facts about that article. And those facts need to be in complete sentences, okay? Because our goal is to also build upon our writing skills. 5 facts, and they are not copying verbatim. They're going off their memory, okay? And they can look back and forth every now and then, but I need them to remember 4 facts about that article, okay? If they can identify when it's happening, say for instance, it's talking about something happening at a hospital, and it may give a date or a range of dates. They need to put that there, okay? Where is it happening? Ask them to tell you where it's happening, okay? Ask them to do that. After they've done that, now let's talk. We're going to develop into a higher level reading skills, a higher level thinking skills, critical thinking skills, okay? Remember I said we're going to start from the bottom. The bottom was identify the basics, the key facts, what's on the line, okay? The key facts are always in there. So now we're going to take this to the next level. Now ask them, why do you think this article is important, okay? They need to tell you that. Why is it so important, okay? After they told you why it's important, now we're going to move on to our writing skills, okay? We're going to write a commentary. And they may say, what's a commentary? Well, what is the root word? Comment. That's where your students must give an opinion, okay? Give me their opinion. Tell me, or ask them to tell you, what are you thinking, okay? Their commentary should be their thoughts. It should not be a summary. Do not allow them to restate the article, to summarize the article. No. Now is the time to increase their writing skills and their thinking skills. What's on your mind? What are your thoughts? And some sentence starters, I believe, I think, in my opinion. Okay, so those are the things, parents, you should see. If you don't see that in this part, that means they're not doing it correctly, and they need to develop those thinking skills. Remember, our goal as parents and teachers is to prepare them for life. We want them to be lifelong learners. And in life, everyone must know how to think. So that's our goal on this section, the commentary. Okay, right here. Think. And this commentary needs to be at least 5 sentences. Okay? In my opinion, I think, I believe, I think the government should. I think schools should not because. Okay? So they need to start off here. When I grade this section, if I do not see their thoughts, I mark it wrong. They don't get credit because right now I need to see your thoughts. Okay, now, once we have completed the commentary, we're still not done. Okay, questions. I'm still in your mind. What are you thinking? Take your thoughts higher. What questions do you have about the article? Come up with 4 questions that are in your mind. I wonder why. Well, if they had not done this, what made the president do this? Why are they doing this? Ask 4 questions. Therefore, right now, they are thinking. They have moved from what's on paper, identifying key facts, to now they are thinking. They're thinking outside the box. Think. After they've read, create those questions, parents. We want them to think, okay? they're not done, after that, I'm sure there are some words in that article that they have never seen before. Some strong words, because we want to build our vocabulary. Okay, so have your children to go back to that article and find at least 2 strong words, okay? And we're going to plug those words in that box. Tell them to identify the word, okay? The part of speech. And then ask them to copy the sentence with that word that was in the article. And then ask them to look it up. What is the definition? Now, we're still thinking. After the students have identified the word, found the sentence, okay? Identify the definition, and then ask them to use that same word that was in the box, that was in the article, I'm sorry, and create their own sentence. And have them to highlight or underline the word so they won't try to get over on you. Okay? And then do the same thing for word number 2. I'm sure there are a lot of terms in that article, medical terms they've never seen before. So now we're building our vocabulary skills. Reading skills, writing, vocabulary. We've done a lot just by that one article. And so let's go back. Let's recap. When they find the article, have them to identify key things, okay? You want to do that. And then after you've done that, parents, ask them to identify key facts, okay? At least four key facts. Then have them to, of course, give me a commentary. Tell them to give you your thoughts. Little Johnny, little Sam, what are you thinking? Okay, tell me what you're thinking. Give me your commentary. Commentary, root word, comment. Comment on the article. Tell me what's on your mind, okay? What's on your mind? Then come up with questions and then your vocabulary. And so in this one lesson, we have analyzed current events. We've gone through our reading skills, okay, critical thinking, our writing skills. And I think that this is beneficial for all grade levels, and you can adjust it to the age level of your child or children. And say, for instance, if there's no internet access where they can't get to a computer, okay, cut on the television. The news is there. 5 o'clock news, 6 o'clock news, 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. Ask them to watch the news, and they can do the same thing. Watch their news. After they watch the news, okay, give me the key facts. What did you learn? What key things you remember from that news story? In addition to, give me your commentary from that news story. If you remember any vocabulary words, if they said anything, write those words down. Okay, they can do that. So they don't have to have a computer, but if they do, let's start off by finding that article. Okay, they can have that article directly in front of them. Okay, they can look at you can print the article if you have a printer. If not, don't worry about it. But as long as they are reading it and they're thinking, okay, and they're writing, okay, our goal. That's our goal for today. So I think parents, if we could use that can get you started, okay? And I have a lot of assignments that I know could be helpful, okay? And I hope it helps somebody. And this can spark some discussions at the dinner table because we are at home. We're not going anywhere. We're home. So pull out that paper and start having those discussions with your kids. Tell me about the coronavirus. Tell me about that article. Let's talk. What are some questions that you have? Well, Mom, Dad, I think this. Well, Mom, Dad, I think that. Look, so you have just started a discussion. Those are things that we should be doing daily anyway, talking with our children. Allow them to express their opinions because remember, like I said, our goal is to build lifelong learners. Thank you.